everyone, happy Wednesday. I hope you're wearing your fancy schmancy outfits. All right, let's get to our materials. So you need to write Wednesday at the top, your name, and the date, which is 4/29/20. You're putting number 1 and number 2 with the line in the middle. And then today's problems will look a little bit different because I add another problem. So you're actually going to have 3, 4, and 5 for today. And then you're going to put one line here and then one line down here. So make sure you give yourself enough room for all 3 of these problems. And then on the back, we have our exit ticket. And remember, our exit ticket has 2 problems from now on. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's go on to number 1. So you are drawing a box, and then you're writing answer with a long line. Okay, so this word problem's a little bit different than what we've been doing, but we have done a word problem like this before. So I'm going to start to read it. There were 32 frogs in the pond. 10 frogs hopped out of the pond. Then 4 frogs hopped back into the pond. How many frogs are in the pond now? So this is a 2-step word problem. So because it's a 2-step word problem, we're going to put a line in the middle, and we're going to solve it in 2 steps. Okay. So I'm actually going to write the number sentence for you, and then you're going to start to solve it. So it says there were 32 frogs in the pond. Okay, we know there was 32. 10 frogs hopped out of the pond. So what would we write in our number sentence if 10 frogs hopped out of the pond? Minus 10. So we're putting minus 10, and we're going to put equals question mark, okay? Because we need to figure out how many frogs were in the pond when 10 of them came out, okay? So we need to solve that part first. So we just did this sentence and this sentence. We're not moving on to this part yet because that's for the second step. So I want you to solve this. So label your total and your parts for this number sentence. Okay, so you know 32 is your total, 10 is your part, question mark is your part. You're missing a part. All right, awesome. Right now you're going to solve this strategy on this side, and then we will move on after that. Okay, so I'm going to put 32 in my brain. And this is a really good strategy to use because you don't want to waste your time drawing all the 10s and all the 1s. Take that big number and you can put it in here, and we can just subtract a 10. So all we have to do is draw 1 10 stick, okay? Instead of drawing all these 10s and all these 1s, we keep that in our brain and we draw a 10 stick. Okay. Now, I'm going to actually take away from my total, because when I start with my total, we don't want to add. We want to subtract. So I'm going to count down since I'm subtracting. I'm taking away from my tens place, so I get to 22. All right, so we know that we have 22 when the 10 frogs hopped out. We're going to put this number all the way up here for this number sentence. Now we're going to see what happened next. Then 4 frogs hopped back into the pond. So if 4 frogs hop back in, we get 4 more frogs. What are we going to write for our number sentence here? +4, correct. Now we need to figure out what 22 plus 4 equals. Label your parts and your total. When you don't have your total, you add your parts. So right now you can figure that out. Okay, so I'm putting 22 in my brain, and I'm going to add, because my total's missing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 22, counting up, 23, 24, 25, 26. How many frogs are in the pond now? All right, 26 frogs are in the pond now. Okay. Now let's go on to question number 2. At the top, you're writing 286 plus 39. 286 plus 39. Then you're drawing your HTO chart. And then below your HTO chart, you're writing value with a blank line. All right. Actually going to grab a new marker because this one seems like it's running out a little bit. Okay. It says find the sum of 286 plus 39. So the first thing we always do is we label HTO and TO. We're going to focus on drawing this number first. And you're not going to label your numbers until we draw everything. So draw this number out for your hundreds, tens, and ones. Okay, so I have 2 hundreds, 8 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and I like to do it in rows of 5 because I know 5 plus 5 equals 10. Okay, so we did this. Now you need to do this number, 39. You only have tens and ones. Okay, so we have 3 tens. 1, 2, 3. 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Now, before we even label, we have to regroup. I can see that I can regroup in my ones place and in my tens place. So I want you to regroup right now. Make sure when you're regrouping that you are counting and making sure you have the amount of 10 when you regroup. So for example, we know that 10 tens equals 100. We know that 10 ones equals 1 10 stick. All right, so I'm gonna do my ones first. I have 5 here, and I have 5 here. 5 plus 5 equals 10. So 10 ones. I'm gonna cross it out, and I'm gonna move it over here. I'm gonna draw it right there. Okay. Now I have 10 tens as well. So I have 5 here. I have 5 over here. I'm going to circle that, cross it out, draw an arrow, and make another 100 over here. Okay, so I have these hundreds, I have some tens here, and then some ones. Now we can take the time to label everything and see what our value is. You can do that now. All right, so we have 100, 200, 300, counting by tens, 310, 320, and then I'm going to see how many ones I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put it together. 320 plus 5 is 325. That is my value. All right, everyone, it is time for that dance break. That was so much fun. All right, let's go on to number 3. Remember, we have 5 questions. So for number 3, you're going to write 28 plus 5. That's all you're going to write. And then I want you to pay close attention to when I read the directions so you know what we're going to do for this one. So you're just writing 28 plus 5. Okay. It says, draw a number line to solve this equation, 28 plus 5. Use a friendly 10 strategy. Remember, a friendly 10 is when you have a 0 in the ones place. So, for example, 20 is a friendly 10. 50, 30, 80, 100. Those are all friendly 10s because it has a 0 in the ones place. Okay. We're going to draw that number line. Okay? Remember, you want to make sure you get to a friendly 10 first. You don't want to make a big hop of 5 automatically because that's not going to get you to a friendly 10. Think about what's a friendly 10 that's really close to 28. You can try that out now. Okay, so we're starting on that left side because we are adding, so you start on the left side. Now I'm thinking about a number that's really close to 28 that would be a friendly number. Remember, we're going up. You don't want to count down. So I know 30 is really close to 28, and 30 is a friendly number. I need to see how many hops I can make to get to 30. So 28, 29, 30. So I can make a hop of 2. And now I need to make sure I don't make too much of a hop that passes 5 because altogether I need to make a hop of 5. So far I only made a hop of 2, okay? So I got to my friendly number, 0 in the ones place. Now I need to finish my whole hop of 5. So I have a hop of 2. Now to see how much I need to make 5, I'm just going to count on and stop when I get to 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so I need to make a hop of 3 so that I have a total of 5. I'm going to make a hop of 3. It's a little bit bigger than a 2. And I already know what 30 plus 3 is. I put it together. I get 33. And this right here shows me that it's the 5 from this problem. And we know 3 plus 2 equals 5. It's the same as if we decompose a number, okay? All right, let's go on to question number 4. At the top, you're writing use mental math. Again, you're writing use mental math. Then you're going to write 110 plus 110 equals blank. Below that, 39 plus 1 equals blank. Below that one, 17 plus 10 equals blank. Then over here, 52 plus 10 equals blank. 98 plus 10 equals blank. And 49 plus 1 equals blank. You can pause the video if you need a little more extra time. Okay. Solve each problem as quickly as you can using mental math. All right, so let's see if you can finish this in 20 seconds. The clock is going to start now. And stop. Okay. 110 plus 10 equals 120. 39 plus 1 equals 40. 17 plus 10 equals 27. 52 plus 10 equals 62. 98 plus 10 equals 108. 49 plus 1 equals 50. I'll leave this up for a second in case you need to look at it again. Okay, let's go on to our last question. Kiss your brains. You all have been working so hard, and I hope I see some cool pictures of those fancy clothes. Okay. Number 5, it says count up by 25s. Count up by 25s. For this first one, you're writing 25 with 4 blank lines, and then 150. And then below that, you're writing 150 with 4 blank lines, and then 275. All right. So it says count up by 25s. Now, hopefully you remember that quick song, that quick pattern that keeps happening. So I actually want you to try this first one on your own, and then we'll go over it together when you're done. All right, so it's 25, 50, 75, 100, and then the pattern happens all over again. 125, 150. Okay, so now you're starting with 150 here, and you're going to finish counting by 25s. Okay, so 150, 175, 200, starts all over again, 225, 250, 275, and then after that would be 300. All right, so we're going to get ready for our exit ticket. Just a reminder, if you have any confusion, look back at your work that we did for the day, because it's the same exact problems that we're going to do for our exit ticket. So go back, watch the video again, maybe go and see which number you had confusion on. Like if you're having confusion with the word problem, you can go to question number 1, and you can see what strategies we use to get through that problem. So it could help you with that exit ticket. Okay? All right, so make sure that you have enough space for 2 problems. So maybe you can draw a line in the middle. And I'm going to show on the screen right now what your exit ticket looks like. If you need extra time to write the exit ticket, pause the video now. All right, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Don't forget to send some pictures to your teachers. Also, if you have any questions, make sure you text your teachers so we can help you out during conferences. All right, guys, see you tomorrow.